Hey guys, this is Kellen from electricwheelchairsusa.com. In this particular video, we want to go over a comparison of two of the lightest folding mobility scooters on the market. Talk about the pros and cons of each and see which one is best for you. The one on this side here, this is the Efoldi Lite. It's made by a brand called Efoldi. They're based in the United Kingdom, just recently came to the US, and it's a newer product to the industry, but it's also very light. When you remove the battery, it gets down to 33 pounds. You can even remove the wheels and it gets it down to 31 pounds. This one is made by Pride Mobility. This is their newest folding mobility scooter. It's called the GoGo Carbon. Now, once the battery is removed from this one, it weighs 35 pounds. This one does cost more compared to this one. At the time of this video, the Efoldi Lite, it costs $24.99. And at the time of this video, the GoGo Carbon, it costs $31.99. So we're gonna go over some of the different features and talk about what are pros and cons of each. Now, before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have lots of content about different products, different features of products from all kinds of different brands in the industry. And by subscribing, you'll ensure that you won't miss out on any of that. We also have a free catalog. You go to the top of our website, fill out all of your information. It will get to you in about 10 days, or you can call us and provide your information and we'll get it to you that way. So let's get into it. Now I'm gonna go over some of the pros and cons of the Efoldi Lite first. So first of all, I feel like the design of this really just isn't as sexy as the GoGo Carbon. So like if I go to the GoGo Carbon, I mean, this carbon fiber look of this, you can see how it has this glossy kind of finish to it. It has the digital display. It's pretty cool. This has a aluminum alloy frame, which is also very light, but it doesn't have that same look. And as far as the display, we don't have anything sexy like the digital display. This is your battery gauge, and this is a forward and reverse switch. Here's your horn. This is your on and off switch. This is your throttle. That's it. GoGo Carbon, it has your speed control, which it shows up here, has your battery life. It even displays the temperature of your battery, which is pretty cool. It's got a headlight. This one does not have a headlight. This one has a key fob, which makes it really unique. So if I turn this off, say I turn it back on, you can see it's locked. So this is the actual key. It's a key fob. It's called an NFC card. You have to put it over these two buttons right here and that unlocks it. The only thing we have on the Efoldi Lite is this button. That's how you turn it on and off. And you know it's on and off by these battery indicator lights turning on and off. Now, some other things that I like about the Efoldi Lite, it has the spring suspension that is on each 4 of the seat posts. It does provide some give. It actually does a pretty good job. The GoGo Carbon does not have a suspension, something to keep in mind. Obviously this one's 4 wheels, the Lite is 3 wheels. So on the seat on this, there's a little bit of cushioning. It's not much, but you can purchase a cushion that comes with that is an optional upgrade, and it's very comfortable. It has a cushion on the seat back and the seat. It's almost a necessity. GoGo Carbon does have more cushioning on this that comes standard. So a couple of the differences. Now folding it is definitely different. I feel like the Efoldi Lite takes up a pretty big footprint when it's unfolded. But in order to fold it, you fold the seat back down like that. After that, you're going to go to the front here. There's a little clip here. You want to, actually I'm going to turn it off first. I'm going to press that button. You want to fold this down like that. And this connects to a magnet right here. So that's how it's secured. And then if you pick this up and put your foot behind this back wheel, then you can see how it clicks into place. There's also 2 ways of it securing. So this is the first level of it securing. There's a little like knob here, and there's a knob here. So with the knob being here, I can extend the armrest out, and I can wheel it behind me. It's pretty tall. I'm 6'4". It's easy to wheel this behind me because the armrests are tall, or long, I should say. Now, if I fold this back down, and then if I were to push this into the second position here, now it clips into position. I can't extend this out, but this makes it more secured. So at this point, I did not remove the battery, which is on the floorboard. I'll show you that here in a second. And I didn't remove the wheels, but again, it's 31 pounds once you do that. But let me actually unfold it so you can see where the battery is located and how to unfold it. I'm actually going to turn this around like this. There's this little yellow lever. You pull it out, and this will release the wheel like that. And then you use that same clamp right here that was securing the tiller post in place. Unfold it out. And then this unfolds just like that. It takes a little getting used to, but it is very easy. Here's where the battery is located. You can charge it directly on the battery. You don't have to bring the whole scooter in your house. This is how you would charge it. And it's also airline approved, so you have to bring the battery as a carry-on with you. And then they would check the scooter themselves. So I'll put that back into place. So that's really it as far as the Efoldi Lite. I would recommend getting the seat cushion. It's really nice. Makes a big difference. Another couple things that are upgrades. There's a little backpack. Actually, I shouldn't say a little backpack. It's about the size of a regular backpack. It goes on the back. It sets on here, and it connects to the back of this. So you have a little storage. That and the seat cushion. There's also a when it's folded up, there's also a carrying case for it as well. Now, as far as the GoGo Carbon, the main thing is with the GoGo Carbon is you're paying for just a much better design with the carbon fiber frame. It shows a better look to it, and it also has a headlight. The warranty with Pride does have a labor contract that's included with the warranty. Efoldi does not. I will say that Efoldi, we've sold many of these, and when we sell them to a customer, you rarely hear from them because they're very durable. These are very well made. This is brand new. I think the way they drive is a little different. So obviously this one is 4 wheels. It has this ambidextrous tiller, so you can accelerate forward or backwards on either side. With the Efoldi, you only have a throttle on one side. So it's only on this side, but if you were left-handed, you can call us before and we can switch it over to this side. And then the horn and the horn and the forward and reverse switch would be on this side. So these would basically swap. As far as folding in this one, I'll show you that. It's definitely different. I'm gonna turn it off first and telescope this down, lock that. Put the seat back down, and then you just pull up on this. This one does telescope up, so you can pull it behind you, just like the Efoldi Lite. I would say that it's not quite as long, so me being tall, like I kind of have to bend down more to sort of pull it behind me. I'm 6'4", so if you're like 6'1" or under, you should be able to pull this behind you. The weight of the scooter is also kind of behind it a little bit, so you sort of have to pull it forward like that to get some momentum and get a little leverage. So here's what this looks like folded, and I'm going to pull the Efoldi over so you can see what that looks like folded next to it. You can see the handlebar is taller, and as far as the footprint, the Efoldi doesn't take up quite as much. Now let me show you turning radius. It's starting to rain a little bit. One thing with these mobility scooters, it's okay to have a little bit of rain on them, but you just don't want it to downpour So I think we're okay right now. So I'm going to unfold this one. Since this is brand new, I don't have the foot pad secured on here. So I'm going to show you, I'm just going to do like a turn on this. So obviously this one has a much sharper turning radius. I mean, I can turn basically in a complete circle, like on a dime. So the turning radius is better because it's 3 wheels. With the GoGo Carbon, to unfold it, there's a little latch here, and you basically just push it down like so, and that snaps into place. It's in the, there's 4 speed settings, so let me put it on the top setting, or the 4th setting. So if I do this is the sharpest that you can turn on this one. So clearly the turning radius is better on the Efoldi, but this one's still pretty good. I mean, this is 4-wheel, it's expected to be more of a wider turning radius. Also, there's a technology in this GoGo Carbon where if you're going full speed and you hit a turn, the technology will slow it down. So then when you, so if you have it on top setting, which is like 4 miles per hour, and you're making a sharp turn, it'll slow it down to around 3. And then once you go straight again, it'll go back up to 4. So that's just like a safety feature that Pride has put into this one. Efoldi does not have that. I'm gonna turn it off real quick and show you the battery on this one. You have to press this red button here, take the battery out, you charge it directly on the battery, just like you do on the Efoldi. So you don't have to bring the whole scooter in, you can just charge it that way. But all in all, I mean, they're both great scooters. They're both 2 of the lightest scooters on the market today. I'm gonna say that, you know, if you want something that's sexier, it's made by a more well-known brand that includes a labor contract, just has a more sleek design. The GoGo Carbon might be a good choice for you, but if you're on more of a budget, you don't care about the having this glossy like carbon fiber frame, but you still want something light and practical, easy to travel with, Efoldi Lite is a good option. One other note is battery range is about the same. It's like 10 miles on each scooter. Efoldi Lite can only support 265 pounds. GoGo Carbon can support 300. The seat is a little bit bigger. It also has that seat cushion, so I think the seating is more comfortable if you upgrade to that. And you got a better turning radius, and it's just more affordable. So that's our review and comparison between these 2 awesome scooters. Let us know if you have any questions, or if there's another ultralight folding scooter that you think is just as good, or if not better, let us know about it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have a question about either of these, don't hesitate to give us a call. We're open every single day. Phone number is 1-800-682-9444, or just visit us at electricwheelchairsusa.com. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Have a great day.